E agora dia que marca passo importante ida para o Ministério da Educação, no UN Women e o setor educação. Ida mostra nesse testamento ida por relação na cooperação mútua, lebe ita iha cleorona no lao dia teves entre instituição ruane. UN Women sayona nesse belo no parceiro confiança lebe cleorona o Ministério da Educação. No instituição ruane prevê ona compromisso coletivo ida a tu avança igualdade de gênero no rapid feto no lavar feto sira li husi educação. Ita hotu fiar kata banhira ita hakbit feto no lavar feto sira li husi educação. Ita hakbit comunidade toma no acelera ita nia desenvolvimento nacional. MoU nebe ita se assina o lorong se foca ba iniciativas step nian nebe hakara kasai capacidade institucional pode fornecer ambiente de aprendizagem ida nebe seguro, inclusivo, no sensível para gênero. Ida ne especificamente alvo para lavar feto no feto closan sira nebe marginalizado. Promove igualdade de gênero, prevene violência baseada em gênero, não permite acesso à formação abilidade ou qualidade, na oportunidade econômica sira, particularmente no Centro Comunitário de Aprendizagem, KSKA, na Instituição Sira Educação na Formação Técnica Vocacional TECVO. Vamos aproveita a oportunidade de reconhecer o Larantoma da British Council, da Sira de apoio e financiamento, nebe significativo teves ba iniciativa STEP nian. Sira de contribuição sai neste instrumento ida, pode permitir ita a tu alcança funções sira liliu lavar feto sira, o instrumento no oportunidade sira nebe sira precisa a tu desenvolver. Parceria ida ilustra que bit husi colaboração entre partes na caia. O pode atingir impacto significativo no sustentável. Além de iniciativas técnicas, MoU idanemos bele hametin litan itania cooperação. Cooperação idane se reforça litan implementação sira, husi itania esforço conjunta sira, nebe ita halo hamutu kona iha passado. Inclui iniciativa halo ligação ao respeito. Implementação Plano Ação Nacional contra a Violência Baseada em Gênero, implementação Plano Ação Nacional 1325 contra a feto paz e segurança, no Programa Estratégico Sira Selo, de reta no apoio e o Ministério da Educação lá. Vamos aproveita a oportunidade de a tu informa da Itabot Sira Kata Iha Lorong, Ruanura Singwalu Fulang Agosto, Tinang Bingung Rua Ruanura Lima. Ministério da Educação oficialmente lança o currículo for básico da tolo ensino básico nian. Currículo idane agora inclui uma componente chave sira cusi programa halo ligação ao respeito. Nesse testamento selo idatang cusi impacto positivo cusi itania parceria. Pode Ministério da Educação nenarang hau agradece teves ba UN Women, ba itabot sirne apoio pode halo idane sai realidade. O Ministério da Educação reafirma minha compromisso toma para sucesso e implementação de MoU. Ami comprometido a tu serviço hamutu com o UN Women, também ami fiar kata parceria idane stela la ode ia classe larang ka sala de aula, mas be idane sei hari fundação ba futuro nia. Nebe feto funsa sira la oste sai hanesan aluno, mas be se sai líder inovadora no agente sira para mudança positiva. Ao fiar kata colaboração de se continua logo da mata fom oportunidade minha no se haklean litan itania impacto coletivo. Hamutu ita se hari futuro ida nebe na bilang liu igual liu próspero ba povo Timor-Leste. Obrigada.
Memorandum of Understanding. We use it a lot in the UN. I don't know what it means, but this is for me, from my perspective, it's a memorandum of friendship. It's a memorandum of support, But more than anything, it is a memorandum of shared concerns. We both care for the people of Timor-Leste and for the women of Timor-Leste. And today, DJ Odelia and me as women are sitting here because someone invested in us. And so this is a memorandum of shared burdens that we have in our hearts, not just as the Ministry of Education and UN Women, but as women.
Yes.
More importantly, actually, as women. And I'm really glad that that the ministry is led by some wonderful women, including DJ Odelia and the minister. The Honorable Minister was there yesterday for the conclusion of the 12-day training, which sounded really impactful. And what really surprised me is one important question that she brought up. And she asked us, why is it that women outperform or better perform men in schools and colleges, but how come they're not in the labor force? Right. And that's a very important question that the world of research has been exploring for a very, very long time. Different countries have different answers to why women are not in school, not in colleges, but not in work. So where are they? They're either distributing and taking the whole load of work at home, or they're preparing for marriages, or they've married and left their careers because there's nobody to take care of children, or they are catering to a stereotype of what a woman can be. And I think the reason that women are not in work, or there are so many reasons: mobility, travel, safety, access to public spaces, the need to take permission from parents, husbands, the need to constantly justify where you are, why you're late. I used to work in the private sector in the very, very beginning of my career when I was really young. And the men who would stay late at work, our bosses would say, "Oh my God, he's such a wonderful colleague because he's always in the office." And if a woman stayed late, they would say, "She must be a really bad mother, or she must be a really bad wife, so she doesn't want to go home." So we really don't reward women who choose work over anything else, or who choose themselves over anything else. And women rarely do. So what we have done is we have come up with this tagline that women can have it all, which is, I think, is the greatest lie of the world. It's very difficult to have it all, particularly if the whole load of the household is on women. So there are some structural barriers that we must resolve as answers. Well, one of the structural barriers is skill. We send our girls to school, we send our girls to colleges, but we never prepare them for work. We never, even when they're small, even you look at the small games that children, many of you have children at home, and you see the small games that they play, they usually will play with dolls getting married. Yeah, it's just natural. It happens. I was back in India and I saw all my cousins. All the boys were playing with cars, races, and some of them were acting like, like they were managing an aeroplane ticket counter. I don't know how to do it. And all the girls were so busy getting their dolls married. And I said, "What is this? Why are you getting your dolls married? Or putting makeup?" Because that's what we teach our women, that you have to grow up, look beautiful all the time, and be at home, be a good wife. But this is not in contradiction to being a skilled worker. We never expand the imagination of women, that they are made with equal capability, and we never give them equal opportunity. And the only model is the Tibet model, where we train women backwards from the market. Usually we teach them sewing, or is it sewing or sewing? Sewing, right? Sewing. But it's very, when you go, just even around Timor-Leste, help me find a woman tailor. There's no woman tailor. All tailors are men. When women cook at home, it's mothers. When men cook, they're chefs. So when money enters the system, rules change. Right? So I think the Tibet model is particularly developed and it has really worked in ASEAN countries as the only model to train and develop vocational education centers, not for women to be better homemakers, but for women to be skilled workers. And when you have a skill, women really change. And the minister actually yesterday asked me to share this example, but we had run out of time, so I couldn't. So I'm sharing this today. When Ishita was also in the India office at that time.
Oficialmente tenía